Hondo Shime. This technique is very similar to Norimi, so I'd recommend watching that video first, Suigetsukan Norimi. To help me with this technique, I've wrapped a gi around a pillow and I've taped a plunger in each arm just to create an arm. You don't need two, I just put one on each side just so I can go from side to side without switching. If you only have one, you can just do one side. I just put it in there, rolled it up, and put a single piece of electrical tape on to hold it in place. I'll start from kumikata. Just like Norimi, they're going to go in for a goshi. They reach around behind me with that arm. Just like Norimi, I'm going to overhook that arm. Even if they've already got the throw wrapped around me, they pick me up, I'm in the air, I can still overhook that arm in the midst of them throwing me. The biggest difference between this and Norimi, instead of just overhooking the arm and getting thrown, pulling them down on me and throwing them over, is in the air. Not only am I overhooking them, but I'm also going to wrap my legs around their body from the side. It's a lot like dojime, except instead of from the front, it's from the side. And I'm jumping up, or theoretically they're picking me up and throwing me. They've already thrown me, I've lost my balance, and I'm wrapping my legs around them. If I manage to get up, get that leg around the back on the way up. So all they're doing is they go in for the throw, I overhook. As they're throwing me, I drop, they throw, we hit the ground, end up in a similar position to Norimi, except now my legs are wrapped around their body. Like dojime, like I said again, except from the side instead of the front. I've got that rib constriction, I've got the overhook. Just like on Norimi, I'm going to hyperextend that elbow by grabbing my own arm to create a figure four lock and create pressure with my other hand by either grabbing the trachea or grabbing the lapel on the far side. You can get that strangled by grabbing the lapel, pulling it across, and then pushing in with the knuckles on the closed side. The gi is putting pressure on the carotid on the far side, and you're driving in with your knuckles through the gi on the closed side. Other arm is hyperextending the elbow to grab your own arm for that figure four. And you're locking them in place with that body lock from the side. Another angle. They're coming in for the throw. The arm comes around. I'm overhooking. As they start to throw me, I'll wrap my legs around them. They get the throw. We land, side scissors, hyperextended elbow with a figure four, and a choke or strangle. The nice thing about this technique is it doesn't really matter once you get your legs wrapped around them how they throw you or where you fall. A lot of times as I jump up, I actually mess up the throw so they can't complete it. But once my legs are wrapped around me, wherever we fall, we're going to land and they're going to roll over on their back and we'll end up in this position. If they go through with the fall, it works. If I jump up and they can't commit and they fall over to the side, it's fine. If they start to throw, I grab my legs around them and they fall backwards, it will still work. The only time it won't work is if for some way they start to throw you, you wrap your legs around them and they can stay standing and holding you. But there's so much momentum with them trying to pick you up and throw you and commit to that, and you jumping up on them, it's unlikely they'll be able to maintain their balance. If they are, theoretically, you can just let go with your legs and start from a clenched position standing. One last view from a different angle. Overhooking that arm. The throw starts to come on, wrapping my legs around, throw, landing, body lock, hyperextend the elbow, figure four, choke or strangle. Good luck practicing Hondo Shime at home.